Most people who come to see me about estate planning know that they will need a will, and they also realize that after they die, their will have to go through a process known as probate. Hi, my name is Jonathan Alper, and I'm an asset protection and estate planning attorney in Orlando, Florida. So what is a will, and what is the purpose of probate? A will has two functions. First, a function that most people are familiar with is that it tells the world what you want us to do with your assets after you're deceased. The second function of a will is to name a personal representative. The personal representative is a person who will stand in your shoes legally after you die to do whatever needs to get done in the court system. You could do anything you want in a will and give your property to whomever you want in the way you want, with only minor provisions that you cannot have illegal concepts in the will or illegal contracts. After you die, your heirs will have to go through a probate. What is probate? A probate essentially is a lawsuit brought by your heirs against you after you die for the benefit of your creditors. Well, what do I mean by that? When you pass away, any assets in your name do not transfer immediately to your heirs unless it goes through the court process known as probate. At the end of a probate, the court will issue an order formally transferring the assets to your heirs. But before that happens, we have to take care of any creditors that exist at the time of your death. Probate in Florida is relatively complicated, and there's several steps that you have to go through, or your heirs have to go through, in order to accomplish the transfer. First, your heirs have to assemble your assets, find your assets, and get every asset that they can find that was titled in your name at your death. Your heirs also usually have to value these assets. Next, your heirs have to assemble your creditors and have to send a notice to any creditors they know about regarding the occasion of your death, so that your creditors have an opportunity to collect the debt that was owed before you died. In addition, your creditors have to post a public notice in the paper so that everyone has an opportunity, if they believe they're a creditor, to file a claim in the probate process. After your creditors have filed their claims and your heirs have objected to any claims they believe are not valid, either in their basis or the amount, your assets can now be cleared, and the judge will issue an order formally conveying the title of the assets from your name as a decedent to those who you have designated in your will as the recipients. If there's been a death in your family and you need help going through the probate process to clear the assets so they can be passed to your name of yourself or your family members, please give us a call. My phone number is 407-444-0404, and I'd be happy to help your family through this process.